sophomore class of 2027, I would like to consider graduating early with the class of 2026. The reason I would like to make this big decision, and that makes me set myself aside from other kids, because I had to come to an agreement with myself that you don't always have to be around people, especially hanging around the wrong crowd. And it's easy to get knocked off your game when you're focusing on the things that don't matter or don't contain your future. Generally, the steps I would like to take as far as my profession, I would like to be a doctor in forensic psychology. However, I want to go to Cali County Community College and get my associate degree simply because it's cheaper, and I want to get an overall visual structure of a college, not to be in debt going straight into a university as a freshman and have no clue how to get out of that situation by being lost because I wasn't looking at my options wisely. That's why I think it's better to start at a two-year college first. Once I complete my 2 years at Cali Community College, I would then go to Kansas University due to them having a good psychology program. I would move forward to get a bachelor's and master's, then pursue my doctorate degree in forensic psychology. Additionally, I do want to substitute it with a minor degree to get a broad idea of law and criminology with the justice system for forensic psych. Finally, then I would complete my residency to be a certified doctor in my career. Although I do know that this is a lot of schooling, I am willing to sacrifice my life for it because this is something that I really want to cater to. Not only the only thing I want in life, there's no second option, and I am determined to work towards it. The reason I would like to go into forensic psychology is to know the behavior issue of the mind and how comes it does the things it does, relating to today's society. And I am fascinated by psychology and being able to help others understand who they truly are and being able to build a trustable relationship with them, but also keep in mind about the inmates who commit crime, then diagnosing them with a mental disorder to help them get better, but not only for themselves, but for their family, and being able to put the pieces together and figure out the solution regarding crime. Furthermore, this career can be challenging because you're constantly studying the behavior issues of citizens' day-to-day problems and trying not to compare it to your personal life as a person who goes through problems as well, but to make sure that they're being heard. However, at a time I did feel like this simply because I felt like I was missing out on something, whether that was hanging out or having fun with others that weren't pushing me to be better as a person, a student, and an athlete. I knew I had to make a change by allowing myself to grow, with separating myself from the outside world to find a way to cope through the obstacles that life would throw at me. Additionally, graduating early would make me put my goals in the future into action, showing what I know to be successful not only in my profession, but to seek help when it's needed. In addition of having an understanding that people don't have the same mentality as me, and wanting to do big things by expanding my knowledge with the wonders of learning. That would lead me on the right path to show others my ambition, my desires, my collaboration skills, leadership, and having self-discipline, plus with an open mind of integrity. Furthermore, I also knew that it was going to be okay with anything I may decide for my future, to perform better, and to know that my family would always support me, as well as being by my side when times get hard. And especially with having an ability to trust in God, whether it hurted or not. I also knew that God had something better for me, even though I couldn't see the things in the dark, but to keep in mind that it would come into the light eventually, when the time was ready, by being patient, having faith. I think that's the most important in life, when being afraid that you may fail or self-doubting yourself. That would make you not want to pursue the things that you set for yourself near the future. Unfortunately, I do want to bring to your attention as my principal that I did take a stumble freshman year, second semester. I want to take fully accountability of not being able to keep my head up during those rough times. And looking at the comparison first semester in my grades first semester, and the difference started to change significantly. I was struggling with sports depression and questioning my ability of lack of performance within my athletic life. However, I was so caught up with proving a point with basketball and other sports I was involved in, as well as coaches, trying to make them see me and notice my compassion of how dedicated I was for sports. Then later I started to forget I'm a student athlete, not an athlete student. School comes first, not last. I had to remind myself that I get an opportunity to get formal education from mentors that are there to teach me and give me additional guidance. I may need, not because they are forced to, but because that's their job, and most kids don't have that. Consequently, I want to be able to show you that I am serious just as much as you are, sending me out in this world, because not everything in life is going to be given to me. You guys aren't going to be holding my hand every step of the way, but to be able to say out of my mouth that my principal, Miss Murray, helped me get to this point is the biggest thing right now, as well as my teachers, and being able to give back not only to my community, but to those ones that have seen me at my lowest. As far as the steps I'm taking now, to be sure that this never happens again, is to reflect on the things that need to be changed in my life, and especially if it's draining me mentally, physically, and emotionally, and just taking a step back, and I'm okay with that. Self-improvement is knowing that I'm not perfect, I make mistakes, but to move forward and learn from my lessons, focusing on my education, the good and bad effects that come with disciplining yourself. Moreover, graduating early can provide me with a chance to immerse myself in specialized programs, internships that align with my career aspirations. The experience can enhance my practical skills and knowledge, allowing me to enter the workforce to pursue advanced studies with a clear focus of engaging in real-world situations, can personally grow and develop and quickly me with competitive edge in my future endeavors, being able to take a crossroad into a point of comfort of the familiar and other stretches that towards the promise of early graduation, as well as taking the leap into a brighter future. This isn't a decision for me, it's defining a moment that sets me apart from my peers. In a world that is filled with distractions that are lurked every around the corner, I've made a conscious choice to distance myself from the wrong crowd, but instead focus on what truly matters. It's tempting to blend in, but I've learned that the true growth comes from daring to stand alone. It's not about finishing school sooner, it's about seizing opportunities and building a future on my terms.
I also want to encourage Sister Yazzie. She was brought up here at Greater Holy Temple. And we want to encourage her in her endeavor. And we also, as she was reading her letter to her principal, we also want to encourage our other youth. You can do it. And we want to make sure as a church body, as a church family, that we encourage all our youth and let you know that you can succeed. And you can do what God has for you to do. And we're proud of you, Sister Yazzie.
That God has a plan for you. God has a plan for you, and as she said, she is determined to graduate early, not just to get out, but she has greater things and bigger things that God is calling her to, and so we thank God for her, and we thank God for you. We are here to support her, however we can, and that's all of our youth. We want them to be successful in life. We want them to be successful. We want them saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled. And we thank God for that. God bless you. God bless you. It is offering time. It's offering time. Oh, as they're coming, as we get ready to prepare, I do want to make this announcement that we're going to be looking on the weather for this Saturday. We need all of our men. We need some cleanup to do around the outside grounds with we need to take pictures and for the insurance to look at the parking lots, and we need to clean out